Greetings everybody and welcome back to Wager Talk TV. I'm Pavlos here to break down the third place match of the Leagues Cup that takes place on Sunday. But before that we have a big 5% release in the Leagues Cup. I'm not gonna say in which match, but we do have a big 5% in one of those two matches. We're on a 7-2 run, 5% releases plus 21.85 units. And 22-7 in all 4 and 5% releases in the Leagues Cup historically, plus 50 units in the last 3 seasons essentially that the Leagues Cup has taken its current form. Now you can find all those and all my free plays at wt.buzz/pl. I urge you to take a 90-day soccer pass for just $3.49, comes down to under $4 a day, really affordable, essentially $3.87, basically the price of a coffee over in the US, and you'll get all my plays, all 5% releases, all futures. We got the international break coming up. I'm gonna have one more 5% in the next few days in one of those matches. I'm locked in some of these international World Cup qualifiers, and of course you'll get virtually every soccer play that I load for the next 3 months, and there's a lot of soccer going on during that time. Now onwards to our free play, we got the LA Galaxy taking on Orlando at home, basically at the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. This is the third place match for the Leagues Cup, and you know, some might think that this is an indifferent game, nobody wants to watch this or nobody wants to bet on this. Well, the truth is that there's a lot at stake here, and in fact a ticket to the next season's, the 2026 CONCACAF Champions Cup, will go to the winner of the third place match. Of course, the two finalists, Seattle and Inter Miami, have already claimed the ticket. No matter what happens, even if they win or lose in the final, they do get a ticket. So basically the 3 best teams in the Leagues Cup, they get a ticket for next season's CONCACAF Champions Cup. So there's a lot at stake here. In fact, I think the LA Galaxy are more pressured to win the third place match because they're doing nothing in the Champions, in the MLS. They can't really make the playoffs. They're sitting in the depths of the Western Conference. Now let's talk about the odds. The LA Galaxy plus 170, underdogs at home. The draw is at plus 270. Orlando City plus 140, favorites on the road. Basically this is a pick'em just to Orlando City. So LA Galaxy pick'em is at plus 105. Orlando City pick'em is minus 125. The total is set at 3.25 or 3 depending on where you look. So again, I think, you know, Orlando, they do have another another chance for the for a ticket to the CONCACAF Champions Cup. It's not easy. They have to win the MLS Cup, but they still do have another shot. It's the LA Galaxy who don't have another shot. This is it. If they win this, they can remedy a really terrible season that was marked by a lot of injuries, especially at the start of the season. Puig has been injured for the entire season, and he was probably their best player last season. They got a lot of Paintsill was also injured for to start the season, so they never really got it going in the MLS, and we've seen them slightly indifferent, I should say, in their recent matches in the MLS, as they thrown their entire focus in the Leagues Cup. To be honest, I didn't like what I saw from them in the match against Seattle. They were playing against a better side, but they never really got it going, and an early goal by Pedro de la Vega really destroyed their chances, just destroyed their psychology. They never really recovered from that from that goal, and just as they were trying to pull back even, Osas de Rosario, which, you know, if you watch my other video about the semi-final regarding the Seattle Sounders, I said that they have virtually no true striker left besides De Rosario, who has no experience at this stage, and maybe Jesus Ferreira. Jesus Ferreira did start at the number 10 position, and Osas De Rosario just scored. I should say it was a beautiful goal, right? I'm a Seattle Sounders fan. I don't like what they've been doing in the last couple of months, but that was a beautiful goal. He flicked the ball above him and above 2 defenders. He really just did some sleight of magic there. But Seattle, they just looked really good against the LA Galaxy, and that second goal really it was just game over for the LA Galaxy when they considered that goal. But now they must pick up their pieces And just one thing I want to say is that whenever teams in the MLS are struggling, especially right now we're in the final stretch of games before the playoffs. You got some teams that are mathematically they can still make the playoffs, but whenever a team is bad, it's bad. I mean, no matter what is at stake, no matter how much they want it, if they cannot, they cannot. So I'm not sure if this LA Galaxy side cannot. I think they still have some gas left in the tank. Again, they're reigning champions of the MLS. They're not going to go down that easily against an Orlando side that I should say they were absolutely destroyed by the referee. The referee should have given a penalty kick to Orlando. That red card was a bit harsh. He was clearly whistling in favor of Inter Miami in that match. I know I have a future on Inter Miami to win the Leagues Cup, but that was an unfair result for Orlando. And pair that with a 5-1 loss to Nashville. Right before that, which again, Orlando they did rotate their players. They weren't really interested in that match. Everybody's mind was in the upcoming match against Inter Miami. So who knows how Orlando will react after two heavy losses. Again, their loss against Inter Miami was really, really unfair. One of the most unfair games I've watched in quite a while. But I was happy that Inter Miami, greedy little me was happy that our future lives on, plus 800, and we got 3 units on that one as well. So in this match, I want to go LA Galaxy pick'em at plus money. I think worst case scenario they can force a draw. Orlando really strong up front. If they play to their full potential, they could really destroy this LA Galaxy backline. But LA Galaxy, they do have some strong players up front. Paintsill, Gabriel Peck. Royce might do something here because he's a very experienced player. Sometimes he shows up in important matches like this one. I don't really know where to go with this one, but I just have a gut feeling that the LA Galaxy haven't said their last word, and they've been quite solid at home in the last 2 or 2.5 months or so. They only lost to Seattle twice and Austin in that span. So they beat Vancouver, they beat Club Tijuana and Santos Laguna in the Leagues Cup. They beat Pachuca also. They beat Colorado with their second team. So it's really anybody's guess which version of the LA Galaxy we're going to see in that match. But for me, when I have a team that's playing basically this is their last chance, I tend to bet on them. So LA Galaxy pick'em plus 104. This is essentially a draw no bet on the LA Galaxy, which means that if the regular time is a draw, we get our money back. If they win in regulation, we win this bet. Now, if Orlando win in regulation, fine by me. You can take just Orlando money line plus 140. But I think the LA Galaxy will have a lot of reasons. Of course, they're playing in front of their home crowd, and this is their last straw. So give me the LA Galaxy pick'em plus 105. And reminder, if you like these breakdowns, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this match or the other match, the final. 5% big, huge play in the Leagues Cup. I'm not going to say in which match. Is available at wt.buzz/pl. 7-2 run in 5% releases since June, plus 21.85 units. And historically, or lifetime record of 4 and 5% releases in the Leagues Cup, essentially the big plays, is 22-7 for plus 50 units of profit. So you'll find the rest of my free plays over at wt.buzz/pl. 90 days of soccer for just $3.49. This is your best bet. Good luck. God bless.